What is up, guys? TekTale here at BeastCon Live, bringing you a brand new episode of TekTale Tuesdays, the segment where I tell you guys a tale, and you guys sit down and listen to my story. So, hitting it off with TekTale Tuesdays episode 6, we're going to be starting with episode 11 of Shotgun Warrior. So let's go. Our heroes awaken. They go to Master Tayo's room, and they begin their training. Meanwhile, back at Chimera and Kato's lab, they are performing a test on Konin. As they mix the chemicals, Konin waits. Konin says, "When will you two be done?" Chimera says, "We are finished. Now step into the chamber." The cylinder-shaped chamber descends over Konin. They flip the switch and turn all the knobs to maximum and then pour the chemicals in. The machine activates. Konin says, "I feel the power flowing through me." Chimera says, "Okay, we're turning it off now." Konin says, "No, don't turn off that machine." Chimera says, "Kato, turn it off." Kato says, "It's not letting me turn it off." Sparks start flying everywhere. Konin starts screaming, "It's too much!" And after several attempts, the switch breaks, and then sparks break the glass, and smoke is everywhere. As some of the smoke clears, they see an odd figure. It steps out from the smoke. Kato says, "Is that Konin?" Konin says, "Yes, it is I." Konin had changed. He had demon wings that were red with black trim and white horns on top of his head, near his forehead. He no longer had a mask on his face. His eyes were red with the outline. His eyes were red and the outline of his eyelids were black. Konin says, "I feel like a brand new person. I feel invincible." He starts to walk away, and Chimera says, "Where are you going?" Konin responds with, "I must train so that I can make those two suffer a long and agonizing death. I also need to see what this new body can do, and also what powers it holds inside." He flies off. And this episode ends, and then the preview says, "With this new body and hidden powers, what destruction will Konin create?" Find out next time on Shotgun Warrior. So, if you guys know how bat wings are, how they have like those two lines that separates the sections of the wings, those are the parts that would be black, and the outer trim of the wings, and the rest would be red. Just so you guys can kind of picture it. And if you guys want pictures of this, I can upload them and kind of like a slideshow or something, and I can show you guys like what the characters look like when I created them. Keep in mind that my drawing does suck, but these were back when I drew the stuff back when I first started writing the episodes. Alright, so let's try and run through episode 12. Shotgun Warrior, episode 12. Konin leaps into the air and flies away. He stops near a desert and lands, and then roundhouse kicks a huge rock and breaks it. He jumps into the air, and as he comes down, he flips and breaks the rock with his heel, the heel of his foot. He does it once again, but does multiple flips and shatters the boulder. Konin, grinning, "I love this new body." He charges at one of the huge boulders and rams it with his horns. He picks it up and launches it across the desert. He picks it up with his horns, and then after that he just throws it with his head. Like he puts his horns through it and then just slings his neck sideways, and the rock goes flying. He jumps into the air and comes down with his fist, slamming into the rock, shattering it. Konin trains in this desert for 2 whole days and learns how to control his new body. In the process of doing this, he discovers he can shoot a beam with his horns. He goes crazy and starts shooting it at everything he sees. After his 2 days, he goes back to the lab to rest. Meanwhile, back at the temple, Sai and Sume were learning a lot of things they can do with the Quasar Blade. Sai and Sume master the blade and go on to their intense training. Master Tayo says, "You two have done exceptionally well and have surpassed your training of the Quasar Blade. Now, let the final training start." Cairo enters the room and asks Sume to follow him, and then they leave. Master Tayo says, calm your mind, meditate, and focus. After a few days of training, Sai learns a lot. He now knows how to use gravity against an enemy and can control people with his mind and enter their body. Like with his telekinetic powers, he can like enter their body and like control their mind. He can do this to more than one person at a time. This takes a lot of focusing, considering that this is all new to him. Cairo was training and sparring with Sume, getting him as prepared as possible. Master Tayo says, you two are ready. It has been an honor to train you two. You have taught me many things, as well as Konin. Wait, no, hold on. You two have taught me many things as well. Konin is back at the lab in meditation. He opens his eyes and smirks and says, they're coming. Chimera and Kato build another army. They are clones of the original Konin. Our heroes suit up for battle and get ready to head out. Stay tuned for the next exciting episode of Shotgun Warrior. Alright guys, so if you guys can picture that, it's like, after Master Tayo says, it's been an honor and everything, and he says how you've taught me many things as well. It pans over to Konin's like face and like his upper shoulders, like his shoulders and up by his face, and he has his eyes closed. Then he opens them with a evil smirk and just says they're coming, and it's supposed to kind of like be a little moment to send chills down your spine and stuff like that. But anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of TekTale Tuesdays, and stay tuned for next week. But until then, Tek Knight 2 is out.